Sit comfortably. Close your eyes. Center yourself in your body, focusing on your breath. Breathing only through your nose if you can. Softly, I stretch, and with the tips of my fingers, I begin to touch and caress the body. Starting with the top of my head, I gently touch the sides of my face, my ears, my cheeks, eyebrows, and eyes, my nose, my lips, chin, down my neck, and across my chest to my shoulders, down my arms, elbows, and wrists, to my hands, where I touch each finger. I caress my belly, my genitals, my hips and thighs, my knees, calves, ankles, and my feet. I give thanks for how each of these parts of my body have worked together to make possible the whole of my physical experience. I take a deep breath and further relax the body. I imagine myself walking in the forest, listening to the sounds of the birds and the insects. As I go deeper into the forest, I can smell the freshness of the earth. I can hear more of the sounds of nature. I come upon a huge tree with big roots and long branches covering the whole sky with its leaves, allowing only tiny rays of light to come through the shadow of the canopy. I recognize this is the tree of life. I go to the tree and touch it, caressing its trunk and its bark. I lay down on the ground in the mud between its roots. I contemplate the sky. I recognize that this tree represents eternity. My desire to create a life than to leave the life of my own creation. I take a deep breath, and I see myself as another root in this tree of eternity. I look at my feet. I am returned to the very start of my path in this life, the moment of my conception, where I am introduced to the concept of polarity and duality for the first time. Being unexpected or anticipated. Being unwanted and wanted. contrast originating from the joy and fear of parenthood. I recognize the experience of polarity, and I accept it is part of the human experience. Now, with my hands, I take mud from around me, and I cover my feet, ankles, and my lower legs. I take a deep breath. And now I look at my knees. My left knee represents history through my mother. My right knee represents history through my father. I remember the gifts that come from each, the discord that comes from each. Being a child raised in my particular household, being part of a bigger family, the blessings and the trauma, the positive and the negative, the masculine and the feminine, the human and the divine. I take a handful of mud, and with it, I cover my legs around my knees. I take a deep breath. I look at the area of my genitalia, where I come together and express as an individual. The combination of my mother on the left, my father on the right, and I in the middle. I recall my teenage years as the essence of my genitals became activated. I look to see what energy is held in this area. The desires, the uncertainty, the fear, any violation that has occurred, the pleasure that I have received, and the awareness of myself as an individual being. I offer forgiveness, gratitude, appreciation, and blessings for the power and life-giving majesty of this area. I take a deep breath, and with my hands, gather more mud and cover my genitals. I take a deep breath. I focus on my belly, seeing it rise and fall effortlessly with my breath. I become aware of the energy that is stored in this region, the history layered there, the different purposes this area has served, continues to serve. Digesting my food, converting it into life force, producing and nurturing life. I realize that it has expanded and contracted as needed. How this belly and the organs in this region have worked in alignment. And through times of judgment, celebration, and loss, through satiation and hunger, it has remained adaptable. I offer appreciation, gratitude, and forgiveness to my sacrum. I take another deep breath, feeling my belly expand once more. Now with my hands, I gather more mud and cover my belly. I take a deep breath and I focus on my plexus. I feel my lungs fill and relax. And I see my chest expanding and contracting as it has done countless times in my life. That movement represents the cycle of life and the nature of the universe that we are a part of. The expansion and contraction. The inhale and the exhale. What comes and what goes. How with each new breath, we were starting the cycle anew. I give thanks and appreciation for how well this cycle has served me, has nurtured and supported me through all I have manifested. And with my hands, I gather more mud and I cover my solar plexus. I take a breath, focus my energy on my heart, bringing to mind the love I have both offered and received. I acknowledge the heartbreak, the longings, the passions, and the fears that have guided me through all of my relationships. I offer gratitude and appreciation and forgiveness. I offer unconditional love to everyone and to myself. My heart has kept beating through all of life's experiences, delivering oxygen and energy to all of the cells of my body. I take a breath in. I now, with my hands, gather more mud and cover my chest. I can feel my body slowly sinking deeper into the mud. Take a breath. I focus on my throat. I bring to mind words spoken songs sung, thoughts explained, messages shared, anger spewed, communication that has brought about resolution and compromise, compassion and love expressed. I become mindful of how my voice has changed throughout my life, changed with what I've said, and changed with what I haven't said. I take a breath. With my hands, I gather mud and cover my neck and my shoulders. I focus on my third eye. Within my third eye, there is a seed. That seed is the seed of my soul. It resides in this body now covered in the mud. I become aware that this seed needs all the darkness of this world and the pressure of this reality in order to grow. So I set the intention that I desire this seed to be reborn. And I become aware that the only way the seed will be able to grow and bear fruit will be to let myself die. It will then be nourished with all of my history. The whole of my life. It's time to surrender and release the thoughts, the words, the feelings, and the memories of the polarity and duality of my life. From the moment of my conception to this moment now. I am willing to sink deeper into the darkness of the mud that covers and supports me. Now take one last shallow breath, and with gratitude and appreciation, and the knowingness that with this death comes my resurrection. And when I am ready, with my hands, I gather mud and I cover my face completely. I bring my focus to my crown. I allow the light that is shining forth from me to dim, bringing me completely into the darkness. And with my hands, I cover the top of my head with mud. And now I feel myself at rest in the mud. And in the darkness, I activate this seed. I am eternal. I am eternal. I am eternal. I feel the roots of the tree embrace me and gently squeeze me. And I feel the pressure of the earth above me and the roots all around me. And I allow the elements that make up this mud to nurture the seed that I have become. I allow that version of myself to expire. Now I allow my essence to float up from the body. I leave that body. And now it is feeding and nurturing the earth and the mud and the roots of the tree of life that entwine it. And there I find unity with all that is. And in the essence of that oneness, when I'm ready, I come back into this room.